So yeah, Pier Parks is just a classic Portland course, really fun to play. Not really the hardest course, but just a good, fun, casual course to go out and play and enjoy disc golf.
Hey guys, Johnny Disc Golf here at the 2019 Portland Open with coverage presented by Prodigy Disc. I am standing next to Ricky Wysocki. How you doing, buddy?
Doing great. Got a full week of practice in out here at Blue Lake. The course is looking amazing, in great shape, really attackable out here, and I'm really excited to give it a shot and get a lot of birdies out here.
Yeah, how you feeling? I mean, we have 3 weeks here in Portland. It's obviously a great city, a lot of awesome people. How you liking, being in the area?
It was awesome. I started it off yesterday with at the Rose Festival. Me and Nate and Val threw out some discs and kind of started off the tournament and went there for the Fireworks Festival. And so it was a good introduction for the disc golf tournament here, and tried and spread the word about the tournament with some people in downtown Portland for the festival that may not have known about disc golf. So really cool experience, and hopefully that'll bring more spectators. Yeah,
I was gonna say, how did you get, how was the interaction between you guys and the general public that aren't super disc golf fans?
Yeah, it was cool. So actually the CEO of the Rose Festival came out, and Jeff hooked it up, and he got us out there on stage right in front of, where all the bands and stuff were. So he just kind of introduced us. We kind of talked about Portland and being an amazing disc golf city with all the different great tournaments and courses they have to offer here. And so it's just a great atmosphere here in Portland, and I'm sure for me, definitely, and a lot of other players, it's one of my favorite disc golf cities to come to.
Yeah, no question. And the fact that we have a week off in between really just makes it. Are you playing any events during the week off, or are you just kind of hanging, enjoying yourself?
Yeah, I've got a couple Northwestern Wysocki Bomb challenges, one in Portland here, and then one actually in Seattle. So I've got, that next weekend between Portland Open and Beaver State Fling, I've got 2 events, so it'll be a good way to break up the time.
Great. And so let's talk about the golf, though. We're at Blue Lake, right, for the Portland Open. First tournament really here since that 2014 Worlds. Is that, that was obviously a dramatic conclusion, right? You've won 2 Worlds since then, so it's okay. But is that playing in your mind at all when you're coming back to a course like this?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely in there a little bit, but as far as that goes, I try and block it out, try and not think about it too much, because it's obviously, for me, it's a negative outlook. So I'm definitely looking forward to the positive, always trying to drill in the positive thoughts. And, I've had a lot of positive moments out here as well. So, of course, as we all know, it's a lot easier to think about the negatives. And so, I'm just doing my best to stay positive and throw a lot of practice shots and boost my confidence up ever since then.
Yeah, it seems really like your game is extremely dialed right now. You came off a really great stretch, kind of concluding with the San Francisco Open. But then when we got to DeLa, I guess round 1 it was fantastic, but the ending result is a little bit of a skid after the great tournaments. What was going on, later in the tournament?
Yeah, I mean, basically, I lost the tournament, so to say, on round 2. I couldn't grip a disc, as everyone couldn't. The rain was brutal, and it was my first real heavy rain round since switching, and I think that had something to do with it. But I think that I've learned from it, and if it rains here today, then I've learned a lot from that event. So yeah, I definitely struggled a little bit, but I still fought back and got a top 3 finish. So I've got I feel like overall I'm starting to be a lot more consistent and really feel like I'm settling in. Even if I'm not winning, like I said, I was right there in contention after the first round, and I had a chance. Even coming into day 3, I was only 4 back. So I definitely had a chance. Obviously, I didn't capitalize on it, but the more times I give myself a chance to win, I'm going to capitalize eventually.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It almost, especially towards the end, you almost snuck right back into it. The first 9 of that last round, you were kind of struggling again, but you really turned it on in the final 9 holes of the tournament. What was how were you able to flip it there?
Yeah, I actually didn't even know what the scores were, so I just told myself I wanted to try and birdie the rest of the 9 holes and see where that put me. Obviously, I didn't think I was going to be winning with the start I had on the front 9, but that's as a player, we're competing for the tournament, we're competing for a National Tour Points Series, so there's always something to compete for. Obviously, I'm always shooting to win, but the goal is also to win the NT Points Series, and sometimes that means getting your best finish when you're maybe not having your best day. So, that being said, it's definitely motivation on my worst days to really fight back and have the best day I can.
Yeah. So we had a little bit of rain. You mentioned it during round 2. Actually, a little bit during round 3, but nothing major at Santa Cruz. It's raining right now here, but it's more of a mist. DeLa is super tight, so when you're off by an inch, that can kick you into a nightmare. Out here, not tight at all, but the OB is ever looming. How does the rain factor into how you play this course?
It factors in greatly. I mean, the OB is really close to a lot of the baskets. You really have to control your angles, control your skips, and with the wet grass, there's going to be a lot of skips. So you really have to be cautious of it and really know where all the OB is. And luckily, I put a lot of rounds out here. I know where to throw, and I know where the safe zones are. And it's going to be a tough conditions here in the afternoon. I think the morning wave had definitely a big advantage. So it'll be interesting to see the score separation from the afternoon to the morning rounds.
Yeah, are there any holes out here in particular that maybe you might get really aggressive on, or you might lay back and let other people make the aggressive mistakes?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these holes, honestly, there's type of shots where it's almost easier to be aggressive, and obviously you can always get punished for being hyper aggressive, but out here there's it's more about trusting your it's a thrower's course, I would say. Yeah. It's definitely one of the courses where if you can keep it in bounds and hit your placement shots off the tee, you're going to set yourself up for a lot of great birdie chances, and I think that that's what I have in mind here this week, is just getting my swing dialed in and really hitting my placement shots to give myself a lot of chances inside the circle to hit birdies.
How do you feel about I think there's a par 5 that got knocked down to a par 4, maybe 2 of them actually, and then the opening hole 1 from a par 4 to a par 3. How do you feel about those changes? Do you think it's appropriate, or?
Yeah, I think it's just going to change the par. I mean, it's going to make it a lot harder to shoot 14, 15, 16 under, and just because of those 3 holes, I think like you said, they switched a couple of them from par 5s to par 4s, and so you're not going to be able to get the eagle like you used to be able to, and now it's a lot harder of a par 4. So I think it's just going to change the scoring at the end. It's not going to change the player's aspect as far as how we attack it. For me personally, so I think that's my game plan is focusing on the hole and knowing the shots I can throw. Obviously, all depending on the wind and the rain. Also, that's a big variable out here, and I think we're going to get hit by it.
Yeah, no, it's actually kind of picking up. Says all day, so hopefully not. I saw some lightning emojis on Monday. No biggie, but I know it's going to be a nightmare. This tournament is Sunday to Monday, or Saturday to Monday, excuse me, which is the only one I've ever known to do that. Has that been a little bit funky to plan your week or your next week?
Yeah, I think for me, it doesn't cut into my next week too much because I'm not playing an event. But, as far as preparation, I felt like I had an extra practice day that I don't normally have, which is nice. Coming off DeLa, wanted to get a rest day and kind of regroup after everything that happened. And so it gave me a little one extra day, and I liked it. And I think it'll be fun to see how it finishes on Memorial Day. I think it'll be interesting to see a park like this where a lot of population of people coming out to watch, and hopefully it'll increase the spectator base.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Hopefully we get some good weather so that the spectators will come out. You mentioned, though, that you have a week off after this, and so it doesn't impact it too much. Are there any courses that you're looking to get out and play, like not about the Wysocki Bomb Challenge, not about a tournament, just kind of like having fun out there?
Yeah, I'd love to go play Pier. I know there's a B tier this weekend out there.
I'm playing it.
Yeah, nice. There you go. So yeah, Pier Parks is a classic Portland course. Really fun to play. Not really the hardest course, but just a good, fun, casual course to go out and play and enjoy disc golf. And then I've heard a couple people talking about going to play Shelton in Washington. So I've heard that's one of the best courses in the Northwest and definitely the best course in Washington. So I'm excited to go play there, maybe for a casual round with some buddies and kind of just go out and have fun and enjoy it.
Yeah, no, it's such a good break in the pace of normal serious tournament mode to get out there with some friends and kind of just reconnect to how we all started. I feel like playing disc golf. Sure. I know you got a tournament round coming up. Your first round starting in 45 minutes or an hour. I want to get you out here with a chance to say anything to the fans back home, any of the Wysocki Bombers out there that are supporting you.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for everyone supporting me with the pigs. The Pro Pig's been a great hit. I've been throwing it a lot. I know a lot of people have also been liking it, so thanks for checking that out. Check out the T-Bird 3 Destroyer, and I want to thank Innova. They've been a great help for me and making this year what it has been, and I'm excited to work with them in the future.
Cool, man. Well, hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you're doing. Go out there, buy those pigs, those T-Bird 3s. They're awesome discs. That's going to do it for us, though. For all of you at home, if you'd like coverage of all things disc golf, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hey guys, thanks for checking out that interview. If you'd like to support me, check out patreon.com/JohnnyDiscGolf. And if you'd like to support my sponsors, check out Prodigy Disc. I am loving the D2, the H2V2, H3V2. They are making awesome plastic, and they're just generally good people.